It is with great joy and gratitude that I'm here this evening on behalf of my dear friend, Anjela. Anjela and I met over 15 years ago when we both serendipitously decided to become sign language interpreters. Anjela is an incredibly passionate and extraordinary human being. She is a wife, a mother, a daughter, and a true friend. Over the years of knowing Anjela, I have been continually inspired by her resilience, her genuine kindness, and her grace. She is such a bright star that radiates so much courage, love, and compassion in any space that she enters. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to Anjela Glueckert.
Okay, let me get here. You got the body, I gotta get the brain. Will you do me a favor if you know me already? Put your hand up. All right, they showed up. Okay, so my presentation is called The Little Coochie Snorcher That Is. This is not an R-rated show. Me and my trauma repurposed. Has anybody here heard of the vagina monologues? Okay, so back in the day, I did vagina monologues, and the monologue that I did was called The Little Coochie Snorcher That Is. I'm the one that is. And I was told growing up that I was very shy, and I didn't like public speaking. That was a lie. And I had never had any acting practice, and yet I was able to do these monologues amazingly. And what were they about? Family sexual abuse. So today, I offer you this invitation. I invite you now to listen to my journey of surviving my trauma then, and be inspired by my ongoing strengthening, healing now. Now, some of you have seen me out in the community, and some have not, and some are saying, hey, I remember you, what's up? I've been busy. I've been healing. So a little bit about what is this healing. Some folks know me. A few years back, I had this spontaneous seizure that no one could explain, and I also had the same thing happen in 2001, but the first time it happened, I was with my family. And so they were able to convince doctors that Anjela had this incredible, extraordinary disease called encephalitis, even though I didn't match anybody else. And that was because I had 10 to 13-minute long seizures, and they couldn't explain that with anything else. It didn't match epilepsy. It wasn't this, so the doctors believed it. And I was lucky because I got to go home with that family, and they took care of me. And the incredible part, as I look back to that story, there's so much I don't remember. I asked questions. I asked the family. I figure these things out that don't make sense, and there's always an excuse. And one of the most incredible parts of the story was I had these ongoing seizures that no one could stop, and so I got up to 9 seizure pills a day. I needed them so much, and yet I was able to wean myself off of them completely. Against the neurologist's orders, against the doctor's orders, no one can ever explain it again. They said maybe I had that kind where you get it from the mosquito, yet nobody else around me got it. So if you see the picture on the left, that is another picture of me from the hospital, and they had to put all these things on me to figure out what's going on with Anjela, and you can see in my eyes, I'm looking at you, but I'm not there. So my story back then was that I survived it, and it was amazing. But what I want to share with you now, the real journey that's really hard, and I've been through some fucked up shit, pardon me if there's little ears here, tonight is a big, big deal for me. People see me doing this in the world, sign language. I love it. It's my heart language. I never realized that it was my only way that I could really express myself, that those who were hurting me didn't know what I was saying. because they never understood it. And people said, did you have someone deaf in your family? Like, why do you like to do sign language? I love sign language because you have to do this. It's your whole body. If I talk to you in German or other languages, I can look around and not pay attention. Sign language, this is all the grammar. You don't just look at this. You look at all of this. So when I'm out in the world interpreting, if someone is this amazing, wonderful speaker and everybody's so inspired, and I'm interpreting like this, my deaf, hard of hearing audience is not getting it. I love sign language. It makes me get into my body. But this new choice to get into my body scares the shit out of me because of all the stuff that's coming on. So now my goal, not surviving, just heal. And if you are one of those few people in the audience, growing audience, who knows me, it's an incredible journey. I've had a lot of people back away because I'm not the one who volunteers all the time and says yes and wants to support you. I'm saying a lot more no. Even the group that is up here that is speaking has seen me in one of my episodes where I dissociate and I don't remember, yet I can still perform. I was taught by those who raised me how to perform and make it look really good to hide all of the crazy shit that was happening. So tonight, how am I outing myself? I am a family sex-trafficking survivor. I was bred to be their sex slave to sell. That was my goal. I have even recently discovered that I had an older sister who was sacrificed before I was born. And even saying that, I'm getting chills, and I have to get in my body because I've never said that to a large audience, and there's tears there. Because finally, the people who were doing that, one of them might be in this audience, I don't know. They can't stop me. They can't silence me. And when you get this mouth going and these going, you better watch out, because I won't stop. So my what? We talk about passion and purpose. Whatever you believe, how you're born into the world, whatever that is, whatever your religion, I'm really realizing all the incredible horror that I've lived through, and there's a whole other level that I'm not even ready to say yet. I could say it to my wife, but I can't say it to other people because it scares the crap out of me. But she lives with the consequences of it, so she needs to know what's up. But I'm realizing, while I never wish this on anybody, me surviving that, if you knew the horror that I have survived, you'd be astonished that I'm still up here. And I realize now my what is to inspire other survivors, because we have all these experts who are talking about the brain and trauma and all of this. You need to listen to this. It is incredible for me to finally feel safe. Even to take a breath and slow down and look at all of you that I just said that. It's tremendous because I've never felt safe. And finally it's true. And they can't get to me. They live in the same city. I've had one of my family members follow me across the country. I've had another one escape the country. I'm safe. And I want to inspire other survivors. The healing, it's so much work, but it's worth it because you know what? I am worth it. So my how, my purpose, I'm sharing this. While you don't get to see Anjela all the time, and when you do see her, she's not always You get authentic, real me, and I'm realizing that I'm growing stronger. Yes, there's so much about my body I don't know. There's smells, tastes, touch, new sensations that scare the crap out of me. And then I have to stop and go, oh, I'm hungry. Even before this today, I was feeling nervous and something was up. If you know sign language, you know this. I needed to go do that. And I felt better. But that was a new, I'm used to this of, oh, this is when it gets really bad, the camera. No. I had to take a dump. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm ready. So I have some stories to tell. I will make you laugh. I might make you cry. But I want to show this. People are not talking about the journey of the survivors. And another goal of mine, it's not just affecting me. The people who choose to be in my life, the people that I allow to be in my life, it influences them. Imagine my children, my wife, my friends. I've had a lot step away. And I'm starting to also push away because they finally see me again and they go, oh, you're still healing? I'm 45 years old. It's only in the last 3 years of my life that I felt safe to embrace this. So yeah, I'm still healing. And I want you to inspire more people to just come and listen to us. Yes, they have all the experts who talk about the brain and all that. We're pretty incredible survivors of what we've been through, whatever your trauma is, not to say one is bigger, whatever. It's incredible that you've been through all of that and you get this, and this is only the beginning. So I'm going to show you something. This is a poem that I wrote, but like I said, sign language is my heart language. So when I do a poem, you're going to see whether or not you understand sign language, you are going to be able to feel what I am saying. And this is something that I wrote for myself, to give myself validation, to remember my worth, to encourage me, and to show you that I am a warrioress. I've been through some deep, dark, nasty shit, and they've tried to take me down. No way. So I welcome you to watch along the warrior's path. And first, I need to remember to get into my body. Their fear is not my reality. Not yet, they warn. Wait till it's safer. When you have more planned, when you have more money saved, when you have more. Wait until you're not worried, when you are really ready. But no more. I cannot wait for them. I realize my path is my own. I look forward to those farther ahead as my guides of hope, and I take all of you on similar paths along with me. We can do this. We are doing this. Just keep moving. I am inspired by this resilient, brave woman I'm meeting in the mirror. And I want to show you one who was one of my first inspirations, and I didn't realize it until I look back now. So if you look here on the left, that's Anjela in 4th grade. And if you look at my eyes and my face, I have this smiling face, but if you look at the eyes, they're kind of zoned out. That is some of the greatest terror that was happening, but I had to go to school and put on a smiling face. 4th grade, so that means kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade. I had moved 4 times. Because every time I started to speak to a teacher or do something, we moved. The story I was told was that it was my stepdad who did drugs and he was getting in trouble. I later realized the one who organized and did all of this was my mother. She encouraged his drug addict behavior. She supplied him with money. I found broken little crack bottles, and I was wondering, what is this? I showed her. Oh, no, he made that. I don't think he was the one who made it. I always wondered why I never had to go to those court-mandated visits. Those were for my brother only, because I was talking too much. That's 4th grade. I thought that's just what it was. It wasn't until I'm in my 40s that I finally feel safe to look at that and start asking some questions and believing her. So now, looking ahead, join us. If you want to find out more about what I'm doing, AnjelaAbundance.com. That's in your program. This tonight, this is just the beginning. I've organized conferences. I've done keynote presentations across the states. People ask for me. And finally, I'm ready to come back. So if you want to know more, follow me. Because I've opened this up, and it's not going to shut up. And even if you try, I got this. So, thank you.